All right, what's going on, y'all? It's Cop Pizzle. Giants just got done with their second preseason game against the Houston Texans. They fall 28-10. Last week felt like the perfect preseason game, if you will, and this week was really sloppy. The Giants turned the ball over what seemed to be 100 times this game. Just didn't really have a very good game. We're going to get to the elephant in the room. Trust me, because I got an opinion about it. But I just wanted to make sure that I point out that Elijah Chapman has made this team. So if that man does not make this team, then we all need to riot, because that dude has shown some serious skills. I know he's undersized, but he's shown some serious skills this during training camp and during the first two preseason games. And today he obviously made that play where the running back for the Texans had already stepped out of bounds, but then he went and chased him down, and probably just the biggest wow play of the day came from Chapman. And so we all need to riot if that man does not make this team. And again, I understand he's undersized, but man, that dude's a dog. He's got a motor on him, and I really hope that the Giants do the right thing and he makes this team. But I want to also say that, man, our secondary, it just feels like we're going to go through some growing pains this season, man. Banks is really good. I think Banks is going to be a great corner in this league, and I think he's going to be great for us for years to come, assuming he stays healthy. But, man, we're going to go through some growing pains, I feel like, with this secondary. Our pass rush is going to be good, but, if it doesn't get home, I'm really concerned about our secondary, because it just seems like we've got some guys who are trying to figure it out right now, young players, and it just seems like it's going to take them some time. We're going to have to be patient, and Giant fans have a hard time with that. But look, let's get to the let me just go ahead, because I could spend minutes on this next thing. Let's get to the elephant in the room. Okay, and that's Daniel Jones. So Daniel, gets his first action since tearing his ACL against the Raiders. First throw, right? He puts it, almost throws an interception to Stingley. Let me go through this step by step. I just want to look. I want it to be known that I'm not I'm not making excuses for Daniel. I'm not. To me, was he great today? By no means. But I think there needs to be some context used here. I think there needs to be some common sense used. This is this man's first action since he played last season. It's been a while. We're in a game setting. It's preseason. It's okay, in my opinion, to make mistakes. As Giant fans, for some reason, we put this red dot on this man's forehead, this laser, and ask him to be completely perfect. And if we don't, we're going to shoot him dead, kind of deal. It's like, man, I don't understand. This whole year 6 bullshit, this whole year 6 narrative. It's just all garbage. Like we demand perfection from a guy in a position that is not going to be perfect. I'm sorry, it's just not. I know there's some great players that play that position in the league, but Daniel is it's perfectly okay if that dude makes mistakes. Everybody's going to make mistakes on the whole damn team. Dexter Lawrence is going to make mistakes. They're all going to make mistakes. Kayvon's going to make. They're all going to do it. But you guys just criticize him so extremely. I thought that the first pass that he threw that was almost intercepted by Stingley, I felt like that was on Neighbors. I thought Neighbors could have ran a better route. The third down play, I thought Neighbors could have called, came down with that. I thought Daniel made a couple, a good throw on that one, and Neighbors should have came down. The throw to Theo Johnson where he almost took a safety and ended up throwing an interception, that was really bad. That was really bad. That looked like a lot of fucking rust to me. That looked like a big pile of fucking dog shit rust. Daniel, surely to goodness, knew that we got to throw that ball way higher and get it out of bounds. And just, I understand we're panicking a little bit. I understand we don't want to take the safety. I understand that. But to try to throw that anywhere in the ballpark, and again, like you're throwing it to Theo, who clearly is a rookie, just like Neighbors is on that first throw. These guys, they've got to learn on. They're not just going to instantly be great. Like, they got to learn too. Then this is what preseason is for. But to make that throw was really fucking bad. Really bad. That's not what you should be doing. And he knows better than that. Awful. The interception where he's trying to connect to Jalen Hyatt, great play by Stingley. I don't hate that throw as much. In fact, that to me it should be a common preseason interception throw where it's, you got to still work on timing, got to lead Hyatt a little bit more. He's got some speed. Hyatt's obviously needs to create a little bit of separation there, but to me that throw's okay. Let's throw the ball downfield. Let's work it in. It's just the one to Theo Johnson is really bad. That's just so bad that it makes the second one even worse because you've already thrown one. That's the issue. That's the thing that stinks about it. So, but Daniel was, hey, you knew I was going to say something about this, but when he needs to get right, when he needs to feel good, who does he go to? He goes to 86. And he makes that great throw and great throw by Darius Slade. I'm telling you guys, I'm sitting here watching this game and, regular season game, I'm obviously, on the edge of my seat all fired up. But preseason, I'm kind of chilled and relaxed. But I see Darius Slayton come down. And I couldn't be more proud of that dude, man. That guy has, since he's been on this team, even now, like fast forward to now, where you have been the guy at receiver for the Giants the last couple seasons when people were trying to count you out, and now here comes Neighbors in, and you're still out there making big plays. Like, I mean, Daniel and Darius connect on that big throw, which obviously leads to a touchdown. So Daniel was able to get back out there and redeem himself. Probably could have had a second touchdown. Hyatt wasn't able to get his foot down right before the halftime. And, probably had to have two scoring drives there. But obviously it led to a field goal. But that was obviously also against the Texans, what I believe was their second team defense. But, the first TD drive was a clean one. But he had to redeem himself from the two interceptions. Almost three. You could argue that Daniel could have thrown 3 interceptions today, And so that I know that's what I know what that's going to do. I know what that's going to cause this week. I know what it's going to cause leading up to week 1. I get what that means. I don't think it's fucking fair, to be honest with you, because this guy deserves to be able to just go out and make mistakes. For example, the Jalen Hyatt throw, he shouldn't be making the Theo Johnson. As a pro Daniel Jones guy, I openly admit that's awful. We can't do that. Okay, can't do that under any circumstance. That to me is where I can't defend him. I can defend him on the Jalen Hyatt throw though, all day long. So look, I thought the offensive line today was really good. I got to be honest. I thought the offensive line play was good. I thought Daniel had time to move around the pocket. I thought he had time to throw. I thought the totality of the offensive line work from starters to backups, I thought was pretty good. I really do. I think our offensive line play has a chance to be good this season. I really do. So I liked what I saw from the offensive line. I liked what I saw from our defensive line. So, there were some positive things about, what we saw today. I just think that I think our receivers can play a little bit better. I think our secondary can play a little bit better. We didn't really have that same kind of we didn't get those big burst runs from the running backs today. I just, Daniel's performance is going to cause a lot of talking, a lot of talking. So I get that, I understand that. I'm using context and common sense, and I'm going to say, look, it was to be expected coming off the ACL, and we'll see. We'll see how much time he gets against the Jets, if at all. I think that Dable should play him. I think Dable should play some of the starters for almost, to me, the same time that he used them against the Texans. So, I just, like I said, I keep going in circles, but I know that the Daniel's performance is going to cause. I think his final stats was 11 for 17, which obviously 2 INTs, but they're going, people that are anti-Daniel are going to count. They're going to say they threw 3 INTs, and it is what it is. I get it. You're going to have to take the good with the bad. I get it. So, but anyways, nevertheless, I still got faith in Daniel Jones. I look at today as just like, it's a preseason game. We got to knock off the rust. We got to. And so they put some stuff on film today that they can clean up, that they can get right. And so I'm positive about that. But, they can't, the team as a whole can't turn the ball over as much as they did today. Our secondary guys like Trey Hawkins, like we got to tackle, man. Like, that's what we got to do. We got to tackle. We got to. There's just little things that the Giants really need to work on in order to take that next step this season. And I just know that unfortunately, I just think that Daniel Jones is going to get the brunt of a lot of the negative talk this week. So, but anyways, we'll be seeing you guys this week. I got a busy week coming up, but you guys will definitely be hearing from me. And we're another week closer to the regular season.